Alright guys, we're off to Goathland today, which is where the series Heartbeat was filmed. We've had a one-night stopover at our favourite little place in Thirsk, Grange. It's only 12 quid, you know, but as Steve says in the background, shh, don't tell anybody. And we've got Chris and Maya over here as well, as you've just seen. I don't know whether you can see them in the background. But it's pointless me showing you what we've been getting up to here, just because you've seen it loads of times before. But we've had a lovely sausage and egg breakfast this morning. That was grand. So this is Steve, and Steve did a little video where he was telling people how cheap it is here, but not to tell anybody. Maya and Chris over here in their brand spanking second-hand awning. And Smudgy! And Freddie. Hello. So there's 3 different routes we can actually take to get to Goathland from Thirsk. And they do vary by about 20 miles. But the fastest route, you do actually have to go up Sutton Bank. And if you don't know what Sutton Bank is, it's notorious around these parts. It's like that. And it's a bit of a second gear job. So I'm going to go that way. I've never done it in this van before, so that'll be fun. I'll set the 360 up on the dashboard so we can see what happens. Hopefully we get up all right. It is a bit of a man. We left Grange and we were soon on our way to Sutton Bank. It doesn't actually look as steep as it really is from these pictures, but believe me, when you have to slow down to get around this corner, it soon becomes apparent it's a low gear job all the way to the top. You can see here when I change down into second gear, and poor Brenda has a heart attack. Well, she has a heart in her mouth at least, and apparently had her eyes closed all the way to the top until she had me change gear again. We were soon at the top though. You just have to take it easy and it's not a problem at all. Caravans are strictly banned from using Sutton Bank, so just be aware of that, and you will have to take a different route just to avoid it. We carried on through lots of pretty villages and just took our time really. There must have been some kind of motorbike rally on somewhere because there was hundreds of them all over the place.
Yeah.
Finally, a little bit of open road where I can put my foot down for a little bit. It doesn't last long though. You soon come across tight bends, small tunnels, rickety narrow cattle grids. I thought I was definitely going to lose my wing mirrors a few times. Maybe it's not the best route for the faint-hearted. We really are out in the wilds now. You can see why they use this area for period dramas like Heartbeat, All Creatures Great and Small and Emmerdale. It's a bit like having a time machine stepping back in time. Keep an eye out for those sheep, mind, because they are partial to walking right across the road. Proper Heartbeat country, here we go. Do you recognise it from Heartbeat? Where's the Aidensfield arm? This air that we're going to is called the Goathland Community Hub and Sports Pavilion. They did send us exact instructions on how to find the place and where to park, though there was confusion with everybody about the areas that we had been given to park, as they didn't seem to exist, so we all just ended up parking anywhere we fancied, which worked out fine in the end. Here's the gate here on the left. Now here's a little bit of a tip, don't park too close or you won't be able to open the gates like I did. You've got a lock which they send you the code, so that's no bother at all, and in you go. So we got here safely. It was a bit scary coming up that Sutton Bank like I thought it was going to be. Had to quickly change down into second gear and Brenda nearly pooed her pants, so it was all a little bit scary. Anyway, we're here at an air stop which is at the Goathland Community Hut, and it's cost us £13.19. I don't know where the 19 pence comes from. Anyway, I'll show you the facilities. I don't think there's a lot here. Somewhere to empty your toilet waste and a tap to fill up your water. And there's a bar, so what more could you want? So this is the hub here, the community hub, but it doesn't appear to be open at the moment. So there's no use of toilets when it's not open, so I would be weeing in a bucket tonight. Well, weeing in a bucket in a field. In a van in a field. It's not a real bucket, it is a proper toilet. This is the cricket pitch attached to the Aire. It doesn't look like there's been much cricket played on it lately by the state of the grass, but I could be wrong. So we're now heading into the fictional town of Aidensfield. So if you don't know where Aidensfield is, it was where Heartbeat was set in the 1960s. And right in front of me now, you have Scripps Garage. where there was always some kind of plot going on in there. Which, of course, is a gift shop now. I did like the old Shell petrol pump at the front, and inside there's an old vintage car and some motorbikes too, and of course all the knickknacks you would ever wish to buy. Even a Nick Berry mug, what more could you want? And I'm guessing this place was the Aidensfield Arms. The guys wanted to sit outside, but I wanted to have a look inside, just to see if it had been set up like a 60s bar. Actually, I don't think much had changed over the last 60 years, apart from the flat screen TV on the wall maybe. It was a bit of a, what shall we say, a bit flat atmosphere. £39,000. I'll tell you all about it in a minute. Well, that could have been lovely, but it was actually zero. Oh, what's the word I'm looking for? It had no
personality, charisma,
atmosphere. No atmosphere at all. No, there was the staff, no charisma. We tried talking to the old guy, but nothing. You know, it was just blank. And it was £6 a pint as well, which I guess is normal to some people, but it's a lot compared to what we normally pay. And to be honest, I had a pint of the Rosie's Pig. It was very warm, so they hadn't chilled it down at all. They'd put a couple of ice cubes in, but they just melted instantly. It was that warm. And it tasted a bit like melted plastic. So £6 melted plastic. Anyway, the black sheep was nice, apparently.
Really nice. Really.
These just random sheep walking about all over the place. It also had a list of the beers and the wines and the spirits and everything on the table, so you knew what you could get, but they had no prices on them. So we're thinking, is it dynamic pricing? Maybe it's cheaper for the locals, who knows? So we're going to go and have a look at the railway station, which is just round this tight bend. Looks like there's a little footpath on the side. So it's the North Yorkshire Moors Railways. It's all steam trains, and as far as I know, it's all run by volunteers. So good on them. Is this a river or the railway lines? Oh, it's a cute little river. I bet there's a lovely waterfall there in the winter. So here we are, Goathland Railway Station. It's all very pretty and atmospheric. It's lovely, really. So here's a quick look at the pricing. It's not brilliant, but it's not too bad as well for the experience of going on a steam train, I guess. Weybridge. The station itself is a bit of a celebrity all on its own. It's been Hogsmeade Station in the Harry Potter movies, and of course Aidensfield Station in the ITV programme Heartbeat. It's just a very short walk from the centre of the village, but it is down quite a steep hill, but fairly accessible to most people. There's a shop, there's a tea room, and of course you can jump on a steam-powered train and go up and down the North Yorkshire Moors Railway network, which is quite extensive now. Thank you. So here we are, on the platform. It's such a beautiful place to visit, and it's free just to wander onto the platform and wait for the trains to come past. It really is a credit to the people who are looking after the place. Well done. So nostalgic. I love it. So no steam trains today?
No, unfortunately, no.
There is a few old carriages on the sidings on the other side of the platform too. Sadly, we've just discovered that there isn't any steam trains running today. They've been replaced with diesel trains. It's due to fire risks. So it's been really hot and dry over the last couple months, really, here in the UK. And the steam trains flying up and down, they can easily start fires with all the sparks flying out of them. Such a shame, but hey ho, I'm not paying that much money to go on a diesel. As you can tell by my hair and Brenda's hair all over her face, it has got extremely windy. And that's about it for Goathland. I'm afraid it was all
sheep poo.
There's lots and lots of sheep poo. And happies, knick-knack shops, you know, that kind of thing. What I expected, tea rooms and such. It's not a real village as such, just a tourist trap. I don't blame them. I'd be doing the same to make a bit of money if I could. I do like the old signposts in the town though. They're really good. But if you like gift shops and tea rooms, then yeah, it's the place for you. There is a toilet block in the town, which is situated in the main car park over the road there. Be aware though, it's a minimum of £4.50 to park there. I do love the sheep just wandering about. What do you think of the sheep, Eddie?
He's not bothered, is he?
No. So something just quick and easy for tea. We've got this tortellini, which is filled with cheese and tomato. All I'm going to do is put some pasta sauce in a pan, bring that to the boil, shut these in. 5 minutes later, hey presto, fantastic meal for two. This is the stuff I'm going to use. I just basically bought the cheapest pasta sauce I could find. I know it says lasagna sauce, but you know, what's the difference? Surely nothing. Anyway, I'm going to add a bit of spice to it if we've got any. So this could be the first one of my new channel, which I'm going to call Mixed Meals. But it isn't. This is just today. Shut it in. I think I should put some water in and get the rest of it out. Right, so there you go. First stage done. Bring that to the boil. When that's boiled, we're going to shut this in. I do believe the sun's coming out. It's been pouring down for the last hour or so. Tomato soup. In we go. This is for two, by the way, it's not just for me. These are Brenda as well. So I don't think there is too much sauce, you know. I think that's just about right. So 5 minutes. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. So I've found a couple of things to spice it up a little bit. We've got this nice sweet and spicy sauce, but you know what? This has been open at least a year and it's supposed to go in the fridge, so nah, that's going in the bin. So I found this lovely chili puree as well, but look at that, it's all swollen. It hasn't been opened. You can see in the end there, it hasn't been opened, but anything that's swelled up like that, nah, I'm not going to risk it. Not while I'm stopping in the van, there's no toilets nearby anyway. Looks done to me. So beer of the day, we've got a Ruby Red Ale, 5% from Aldi. Let's see what this is like. Professionally poured. Right, let's have a see. What's it like? Quite full-bodied. I'm getting hints of dried fruit, toffee. It's a taste sensation. The finest quality slop. All right, let's have a try. I'm sure it's going to be absolutely beautiful. This one will do. It's red hot. Be careful what you're putting in your mouth. Yeah. It's the blandest thing in the world. The only thing I've got left to spice it up. Chili and garlic salt. Let's put a little bit of that in. I don't know how much you're supposed to put in. It's not bad. What kind of cheese would it be? I have no idea. That'll do for a Sunday afternoon. Cheers, me dears. Well, there's 3 bits left. It really was the blandest thing in the world. Stodgy? Just a pile of stodge, wasn't it?
Yep.
Nah, no good. I do not recommend that for camping. Hey-ho, it's filled a gap. So this is Eddie and the Hugo van, which has just finally got back on the road after how long, Steve?
Since August last year.
August last year. Oh my God, we've missed you so much. So what's our Mandy doing in here then? Oh, you've got a double setup situation going on here. Gas and cooking on gas and electric. And she's mixing some kind of
Spanish
witchy portion. 1 pan chicken and rice. This looks all right. Looks. Is that a pressure cooker?
Yeah.
Can't believe she's got a pressure cooker in the van. Recipe for disaster, that man.
There's a lot less gas.
Does it? Ah, very good. So this is the new layout in the Hugo van. This is the rubbish bin. Oh, he's a bad un. He's a bad un, that lad. Birds. Action shot. So, second beer of the day, we've got this Hatherwood Porter. Let's have a see what this one's like. I do like a porter now and again. How does it look? Coming close. Perfectly poured again. Right, let's have a taste. Again, full of body, probably even more than the last one. It's dark, it's sleek, it's malty, but with a tender aftertaste. Don't be getting the shoes on. So our local publican, Steve, was watching me pouring that beer there, and he's proper told me off because I didn't present the label as I was pouring it in. I must apologise. I'm so sorry, Steve. We did try sitting out in the sunshine, but we kept getting interrupted by the clouds and the rain. Well, you can probably hear it's absolutely pouring down now, so we've retired to Foxy the van. We've got the internet on. It's a bit slow, but it's not bad watching a bit of King in it. But yeah, that's it. I think the summer's over now. That was it. It was on a Wednesday this year. We even got a rainbow. And this big fat hare was chancing its luck when I'm so hungry and there's a pot nearby. It's definitely a YouTube kind of night. But who are we watching? The next morning was a much brighter affair, and it needed to be honest, because we had run out of solar in the middle of the night and the fridge had gone off. What a disaster. Mandy and Steve had a job to go to, so bye-bye guys. Glad they've gone. We just potted about for an hour or so, tidying the van up and preparing breakfast. The power station had charged up a little bit, so the fridge was working again. Nothing had spoiled, so all's good and well. Oh, this is the bacon we get from Lidl, was it? Or,
Yeah.
or Aldi or whatever it was.
Home
bargains, different places. So in this pack, we've got like proper chunks of gammon, but sometimes you just get strips of bacon, don't you? But this is lovely. Well, I think that's just about done. It's looking good. What do you reckon? Do you think that's done? Right, they're a little bit char-grilled. We like them crispy. One for you. I guess I'll have to have the broken one. I think half of my white went onto your side as well anyway. So. Right, Brenda's got a tip for cleaning the pan out. It's not that it's that mucky anyway. Just water, put it in, close the lid, and it steams it out. So she says. Oh, Brenda's let me... I did, I moved it round to the thing, the whole things fell off. The whole lid things fell off, look. Oh well, I guess I'm having a very, very salty egg. Oh well, cheese me dears, we'll see what it's like. Far too salty. No, I didn't really enjoy that. It was a bit tough. I think some of the things we've cooked in the Ridge Monkey while we've been away this time, the sausages ended up being tough, the bacon's ended up being tough. I didn't like the taste of it, the bread I didn't like. Not the best breakfast in the world. Fail. And that doesn't taste right either. It started to cloud over again and get a bit rainy, so I think we're just going to head home now. So that was Goathland Hut. What do I think? Would I come back? Probably not, because there's not much to do in Goathland. The pub shut at 3 o'clock, which was absolutely hopeless. And Goathland itself, it's not a real village, it's just like a tribute village to Aidensfield of Heartbeat. So it's, if you like a tea room and somewhere to buy some trinkets, shall we say, then yeah, it's the place for you, but there's not much else to do. It was a little bit boring, and it started raining as well, so that was hopeless. If you're just going to stop here, like on a one-stopper, going to do the walks, you're going to go on the North Yorkshire Railways, then yeah, it's worth it for a night. But the facilities itself, I mean, the toilets weren't open, the bar wasn't open. It doesn't say they are, but it would have been nice if they were. So yeah, we probably won't be back. Right, that's it for us. So I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, give us a thumbs up, leave a comment, and all that carry on, and we'll catch you next time. So just say bye-bye, Brenda. Catch you next time. See ya.